Okay, so we'll continue our discussion with Chapter 2, Elementary Programming. Now, last chapter we learned how to compile, create, and run a Java program along with the very basics of computers. So starting from this chapter, you will learn how to solve practical problems programmatically. Okay? Meaning, applied na nga knowledge ito ang gamiton. So through these problems, you will learn Java primitive data types and related subjects such as variables, constants, data types, operators, expressions, and input and output. Okay, so the very basic that you need to learn, the fundamentals that you need to learn and master in order for you to program effectively. Okay, so diha man ta magsugod tanan sa basic, but we need not just skip on or scrimp on the basics kay mao gyud ang foundation for you to be a successful, in this case, a successful programmer. So for the objectives, so we need to know how to write Java programs to perform simple computation. Okay, use the scanner class. Okay, so we'll know more about the scanner class later. So how to use identifiers to name variables, constants, methods, and classes. So this is a continuation of the convention that we have learned in the past chapter. So what else? We need to know how to use variables to store data. Okay, variables, the concept of variables is very important. To program with assignment statements and assignment expressions. Okay, so to use constants to store permanent data. Okay, then again to name classes, methods, variables, and constants by following their naming conventions. So explore different primitive data types. Okay, so we have here byte, short, int, long, float, and double. And also need to read. Okay, when you say we read, okay, specifically read from the keyboard. Okay, we are accepting user input. Okay, so we need to read a byte, short, int, long, float, and double value. Okay, actually this is in conjunction with our second objective, which is to use the scanner class to perform operation using operators. Okay, so this is basic operators, basic arithmetic operators. So we have the plus, minus, asterisk, okay, our forward slash, and percent. Okay, so we'll know more about the details or the functions of these operators. To perform exponent operations using math.pow. Okay, so a very common, very basic math function here. To write integer literals, float point literals, and literals in scientific notations. Okay, so we'll know more about literals. So to write and evaluate numeric expressions, so kanang atong ginatawag nga higher order of evaluation, so kana natay nga na. To obtain the current system, I omitted this. To use augmented assignment operators, so na siya. To distinguish between post-increment and pre-increment, and between post-decrement and pre-decrement. So we'll know more about increment and decrement. So to cast the value of one type to another. So to cast here means another way of saying to convert. Okay, to convert one type to another. Here, to describe the software development process, I omitted this. You will learn more about this in another IT subject. So para dili kayo ta mutipas sa to ang course. Okay. Anyway, this is just an introductory here, but I decided not to include that. Then I think that diri ang to develop loan payment programs, I have included this part. Kay kaning software development process wala lang sa. Next, to write a program that converts large amount of money into kani wala na ko ni gi-appeal. Okay, so that I decided to omit this since these examples that I omitted medyo complicated sa inyong level pa ng discussion. So I decided di isa na ko na i-focus sa karon. Then finally, so to avoid common errors and pitfalls in elementary programming. Again, elementary programming, so this is the fundamentals that you need to have when you want to be a successful programmer. Okay, so diha man na magsugod sa tanan, ang tanan. Okay, so a small step towards your goal to be a programmer. Okay, so or a venture that you want to progress later on. So we will work with an example. Now, if you've noticed, when I shared to you the source material for this chapter, okay, na put tong mga attachments sa mga images. Those images are actually the sample programs used in this discussion or in this chapter. Okay, so first here is the compute area. You'll know that that is a sample program if you see this type of window na ay compute area, animation run. Supposedly once when I click run or animation na siya murag i-present. Okay, but somehow medyo nadaot ang lecture materials, so dili na to na mahimo seamlessly, but okay, fortunately we have the resource materials for that. Okay, so before we trace the program execution, I'll show you the source code, okay, or the image of the source code. So compute area, so you'll get to see as part of the source files or resource files that I uploaded to the class, okay, naani kaning mga images. Okay, so we want for now this compute area nga image here. Okay, so I think I've opened that already, so kani. Now, using your Java editor, okay, or text editor, you can type this. I always suggest if there are samples in your resource materials nga ginapakita, you try things out. You type it, dili lang kayo yung basa-basa, then okay, inyo nang nasabtan kunuhay. Again, you need to have this as a form of muscle memory. Okay? Dili man ninyo na mahimo if di ko mo mag-encode or mag-code. Okay? So, I'll be using, okay, JDoodle. Okay, I have introduced this in the past videos. So, ato kani. Okay? So, I need only to erase this. Every time JDoodle or you're going to open this Java compiler, kay naani siya ipakita, okay, erase that. Okay, the first step is you erase that. Okay, ayaw ninyo na gamita. Okay, basig inyo himuon is I have noticed some, okay, ilaha lang gisumpayan to, not knowing nga sayop to lang ginahimo. Okay, so kana. So we're going to type, okay, public class compute area. Okay, one reason nga ako haning gi-image is basig matintal mo nga nyo i-copy paste. Okay, so gusto na ko nga inyo haning i-encode yun. Okay, para ma-develop ninyo again ang kanang muscle memory nga mag-code mo. Even though you're copying, okay, so ayahay kanina kay magtan-aw ra mo, di ba, na ang solution, okay, you only need to encode. But how much more if you are required to come up with a solution, then you're going to code that manually. So kana. So public static void main string na args. So we're going to write, we'll discuss later what these lines are, but these are actually what we call our variables for the different part of the equation. Okay, di ba unsay kanang area sa ato ang what's the area? How do you compute the area of a circle? Okay, so we need information like the radius, okay, and the value of pi, okay, circle man. Okay, then also we need to store that. Okay, we need to store that in a container so that we can use that to present the result. Okay, so radius so remember, this is how you create a comment. Again, comments, okay, these are not part of the compilation, but this serves as a guide kung unsa buot pasabotan ang line of code. So double area, declare radius, declare area, so assign. assign a radius. So then ito i-assign ang values ng radius. Okay. Again, we'll talk more about assignment and variables later. Ayun lang, just a glimpse on how you are going to create a very simple program to compute an area of a circle. So, area is equals to, di ba, unsa ito kan? How do you compute? Okay? How do you compute the area of a circle? So, there are at least two ways, okay? Two common ways. So, natay nga tawag nga pi r squared. Okay, so pi times r squared. Okay, so let's say I'm going to use this kana squared. Another way is for you to achieve kanang squared r squared. Actually, ang r may gina-square ana. Okay, you can simply multiply it by itself. Okay, so times r. Okay, but here, okay, you are not going to use this as your operator. Okay, this is treated as a letter x. Okay, so in order for you to perform the actual operation for multiplication, okay, we're going to use the character asterisk. Okay, so radius times the value of pi. Okay, so the value of pi, as we know, is 3.14 15. This is actually a continuous number here, but let's just end with 9. Then finally, to display the result, okay, na-compute pa man na, wala pa tay line of code to display, okay, to output the result. Okay, so may follow sa ato ang program if naigi-compute even though sakto na siya. But how do we verify if it is correct? Remember, okay, natay mga errors nga ma-encounter, okay, we might be satisfied that our program is running but not knowing na error, okay, be it logically, okay, syntactically, or the other type of error. So system dot out dot print ln, so the area for the circle of radius, okay, radius plus, okay, I'll explain this later, area kana may tiban ni sir nga naputol man dire, kay it doesn't really matter. What matters is asas kani, okay, so even though ato aning i-enter dire, haman ni enter dire, okay, this will not yield an error. Okay, hopefully in this editor, I think not. I think it's a common standard in Java. So kana, so we have our program here. So let's check. Okay, before we discuss tracing the program. Okay, kana. Let me enlarge this. Okay, if you're working on a desktop computer, okay, I suggest, okay, this is actually magnified. Okay, so kana. Dili ni mao, this is not the current result of this expression here. So what I suggest you to do is, okay, if you are working in a desktop environment, if you are working on a cell phone, I think ani inyong makita. Okay, but if you're working in a desktop environment and you want to maximize your screen real estate, okay, let's have this at 100% ang zoom. You can click kani. Okay, actually na-apply niya. Okay, naka-highlight na, naka-enable na siya. Okay, what you can do is you can click this para matago na siyang area. Okay, so to lessen unnecessary information for now. Okay, you click this. Okay, tuplokon ninyo na, then yan na. Okay, what ang benefit ani is, okay, since you are working from you're like actually typing a document in which ang progression sa inyong pag-type is from top to bottom, ang taas gyud. Okay, so dere posible if mag-type mong daghan, okay, in this case iyahan nang ihatag, iyahan nang i-adjust. Okay, but para dili kayo yung daghan kay galihok sa inyong pananaw, what I suggest is you click on this. Okay, then once it's going to execute, magpakita na diri. So medyo nabahin ang inyong screen. Okay? So, pwede pa ganin ninyo padakan. Okay? Again, utilizing the zoom. If you're using Chrome, you're going to press the control then the mouse scroll button ninyo. Okay, I think in my case 150 is enough. 200, okay, past 200 mabungkag na siya. Okay, so let's have it this way para klaro gyud. Okay, so kana once I press execute, okay, so magpakita is the area of the circle of radius. Okay, if you'll notice here, okay, naa i-text diha. Okay, then here again you need to use this statement to output something in your console. I radius dere. Okay, we are actually benefiting, okay, or utilizing the benefit of having a variable or a container here. So instead, you'll notice nga no, kinahanglan pa man na i-plus radius plus, okay? Ang gihimo ani sa plus radius, okay, you are actually trying to output the content of the variable, okay, or the container here. Now in this case, the value of radius is 20. That is why mapakita riya the area for a circle of radius 20. Okay, is, okay, plus kana. Okay, the value of area. Unsa may values tong area, sir? Okay, you know that, or you can get that by finding out its computation here. Okay, so kung unsay result sa computation diha, gibutang niya diha. So mao na murag movement sa data. Okay, i-compute, okay, radius times the value of pi. Unsay result ana, gibutang niya dira. Okay, that is why we arrive with 1256.636. Okay, kaning ginahimo nato dere, we are actually concatenating, okay, strings and the value of our variables. Okay, I hope may imagine ninyo unsay gakahitabo. Okay, kay nay uban malipat. Okay, kaya sir daghang kay plus unsa man ni ngano kinahanglan unsa may naa ni ngano na space. Okay, na space na siya kay if inyo nang kuha ng space, observe. Okay, nga na what will happen is magdikit-dikit na ang output. So if I'm going to execute here, okay, nagdikit-dikit, lain kay tan-awon. Okay, so para mas mabasa siya, okay, you need to be imaginative, you need to be observant para sa mga instances kay ani nga para mas mabasa inyong output. Okay, and you want to utilize strings as variables and strings, you are going to concatenate or merge the result. So dapat inyohan nang ma-observe. Okay, so let's trace the output. So let's go back here. So tracing a program execution. So actually nga kahitabo dere sa ato ang program is line by line iyahan nang gina-perform. Okay? So ang actual actions gyud, okay, nga gakahitabo ang computation, okay, is there is a main. Okay, sa itong main method. Okay. So, public static void main. So, diha, pangitaon na sa Java kung naa na siya nga class. If makita niya na, then, all the actions being performed in the program should be contained here. That is why, naadere ang ato ang unod sa ito ang program. Okay. So, in this line, double radius. What happened here is, sub-memory sa inyong computer sa ito ang RAM, okay, nag-allocate na siya og space dadto, okay, as a container for this radius. Now, for now, okay, wala siya value. Okay? So, kana, murag, nagpaila-ila ta ba nga, okay, I am running this program, you are introducing this to our system memory nga magamit ako sa container that we will use later. For now, wa pa siya sulod, that is why no value ang ibutan diya. So, we allocate memory for a radius. Next line, double area. Same. Okay? Ato ang ipaila-ila container sa ato ang memory. Okay? Then, the memory will acknowledge that iyan ang i-reserve. Okay? Mura bitog magpa-book ta sa usa ka lugar. Mo na gakahitabo. Okay? Mura pa-book ta para sa ato ang area sa memory location for a radius. So, area nga naman. Okay? Why do we need to do this? Okay? Para, okay, to make things faster, Okay? And ingani pod ang mechanism sa computer. Okay? It's like our active kung sa utok pa mo na to ang current na thought process. Okay? Diri ingani pod. Okay? Next line, okay? You'll notice, sir, na pa nga line. Okay? Again, this is not part of the compilation since this is a comment. Okay? So, iyahan ang skip. Dire na siya matanaw. Okay? Now, here, we assign the value of 20 to our container nga radius. Okay? Walay problema ani nga stage kay na ila-ila naman. If you're going to attempt to assign this value 20 to a radius nga wala na to na declare. Actually, this part here, we call this as variable declaration. Okay? We declare a variable so that the memory will acknowledge its presence. Then, we could use that in our program. Okay? Okay, if atuan na ang himuon, okay, let's try ha. Okay. If I'm going to, let's say, ako aning okay, I'll comment this out para ma-skip niya. Okay? You know how the comment works? Okay? So, not this but kani. Kana. So, dili niya na i-appeal sa compilation. What will happen is, this will cause an error. Okay? I'm going to press execute. Okay? So, naay error diha. Cannot find symbol radius. Nga naman, kay wala na to na na-introduce sa memory. We haven't declared that, so we could not use that variable. Okay? Kana. So, this is a common, this is one common error or mistake that even professional programmers will encounter. Okay? So, going to restore that. Okay, so kana. So, going back. So, kani. At this point, at this stage, atong radius na sudlan na. Kanina, wala man isulod. Okay? So, next step, again, skip na niya, is gi-compute na nga to ang area. So, nanatay, radius times radius, whatever the result, actually, the result here is kani. We're going to execute this para makita. Kani. Okay, so whatever the result, that is the result, iyahan nang i-store dira. Okay, parehas ba? Okay, parehas. Now, in this part of our program, okay, na-compute na, nanatay radius gigamit, na-compute ang area, but, okay, how do we know if it has been computed properly? That is why we need a way to display the result. Okay, so, mura na nagpangutanon ka sa inyong maestra, dayon, kabalo ka sa tubag, but dili ka mo tubag. Okay? So, dili kabalo ang maestra, nga, kabalo ka sa tubag. Okay? Wa man nimo gisulti. Okay? So, dere sa program, importante ka pa rin nga. So, mura bitawag, unsay common, unsay process, unsay ka ng basic function sa computer, di ba? Natay input, process, ug output. So, in this case, natay input, kani, you have our input. Okay, we have our pila na po ng input. Okay, then we have our process, then our output. So in this case, we use this system.out, the print line statement. So we now have this statement here. So that is why at this stage, okay, it will print a message to the console saying this statement here. Okay, so manang basic, this is a very basic process, okay, or not process, but a very basic execution, program execution. Okay, so I hope nakuha ninyo ni. So let's move on. Now, it's not always the case nga kung maghimot ang program, ang input na nadan ibutan nato sa code. Okay, it's very rare to have a program nga ang input nga information gi-encode na nato or na nasa source code. Okay? Oftentimes, as part of a program execution, mangayo siya og user input. Para sa anang mag-login mo sa Facebook. Okay? So, di ba? How do you log in? How does Facebook ask for information? So, naa siya murag mga fields dito nga ginapangayo, let's say your username, your password, nga na. So, in order for you to emulate that in Java, okay, we need to have a scanner class or a scanner object. So to do this, you need to introduce certain lines in your code. Okay, so this is one scanner input new scanner system.in. Okay, so let's use the method. So this is in relation with the example we had earlier. So we're going to use the method next double. We'll see more about this variation later. to obtain a double value. By the way, unsay buot pasabot aning double there? Why have we used double as part of our solution here? Okay? Why do we declare a number as double? Unsa ning double? Double is actually a type of number which holds fractional data. Okay? So kana nay decimal part mo na siya. Okay? So actually duha ka buok ang murag data type, okay? Or duha ka buok kana data type nga ginahandle sa Java para makahandle og decimal, okay, or fractional part. So natay double, natay float. Okay? So we'll talk more about float later. But double, okay? Double is different from our whole number. Okay? A whole number, by the name it suggests, okay, whole na siya, walay bungkig. Okay? Now, in this case, sir, why didn't we store this? Ano, sir, 20 raman ni sir. Ato ang i-declare radius is double. Okay? Now, the thing here is, it's not always the case nga ang radius sa usa ka circle is whole number. Possibly gid na nga na siya fractional part. So, if you're going to revisit our code here, magbutang tag 20.5, okay? Or let's make it 36.5. Okay? Changing that will change the result of your program. Okay? So we'll notice kana. Okay? So how do you accept user input? So we can have this in our code, and again nanapod ni nga window. Okay? So we're going to check on compute area with console input. So compute area kana. Aman to kana. Let's have this first. Kana. So unsay nadugang ani? Ang nadugang ani is we introduce this line. Okay? Ito nang gi-introduce, then here we are in this step. We are asking for the input. So, ito na lang i-encode diretso. Ito sa nilahian ba? Then, sa may nalahi, create scanner object. Let's just retype this. I think compute area ang malahi is kaninga part. Okay, so create a scanner object. Murag scanner bitaw kung sa mga print shop, okay, maghatag ta og let's say data in a form of let's say paper, then ito nang i-feed sa scanner para yan ang i-accept. So scanner input is equal to new scanner system.in. Okay, kana. So, how are we going to actually ask the user for an input? Okay, so prompt the user to enter a radius. So system dot out dot print enter a number for radius. You'll notice here I've used print. So what will happen is, okay, the scanner object, the scanner object is presented in a console similar to this kani murag ay bitaw ang vertical diha nga line asking for input. Pares na sila na inga nang itsura. Okay, so double radius input. Now, since we are accepting double data, again, as what I've cited earlier nga, ang radius, pwede whole number, pwede po siya dili whole number or na decimal part. And since we are dealing with double, okay, we're going to use next double. Okay, so dali ng pattern na okay, unsa nga type of data, okay, unsay ngalan sa tong variable, then unsay type of data sa tong variable, mao na din ito. But be sure nga capital na. Okay? Kana. I think mo rin na bago. So let's check. Kani. Execute. Okay. So natay error. So let's see. Be, nakopya ba natagtarong? So scanner input. No, should not use that. Okay. So nay kulang. Okay? So may kulang na to. Okay? Ang kulang actually is kani nga line here. Okay? In order for you to use the scanner object, you need to import. Mura ni siya og murag nangita ta og outside nga source from this file. Okay? So mura you need to import that. Okay? So I'm going to write import. Take note, this should be outside sa to ang class. Okay? Basig inyong mabutang dere. Okay, no, do not put that there. It should be outside. So import java.util.scanner. Okay? Again, let's try and execute this. So, execute. Cannot find symbol area. Why? I think we haven't declared that. Double. Okay na eh. Okay. Diba? Nakabantay mo? We haven't introduced. Okay? We haven't declared an area. Okay? Nagamit na to na as part of our computation, but we haven't declared that. Okay? Declaring, again, a variable is citing its type of data, then iyahang variable name. So, one way of solving that is kana. Okay? Execute. Okay, so kana. Enter a number. Okay, so ano this is specific for JDoodle. Okay. If your program reads input, if you're working on a standard JDK, okay, or a program dedicated for Java, then you will not encounter this. Okay, nahitabo lang ni kay ang current na configuration sa JDoodle doesn't accept user input. So in order for you to solve that, okay, click on this button here, then click on the interactive button here. Okay? So kana lang ang solution na. Okay? So I'll be hiding this. So dapat naka-check niya. I said since we are most likely introducing user input from now on, so double check if you're using JDoodle, double check if na-check na siya or na-activate na siya ang interactive. Okay? If we're going to press execute, okay, so as you could see, wala na tong error. So, nanane. Okay, enter a number for use. This will only continue if, okay, you provided a valid data. That is a double number. Okay, so let's say if I'm going to press enter 20. Okay, once I press enter, okay, so, pakita siya. The area for the circle 20 is kana. So, if you're going to introduce another number, okay, you can do so during program execution. So, let's say 32.89. So, pag enter na to, ana. Now, what if you're going to enter invalid data? Okay, this will cause a runtime error. Okay, ano man, why runtime error? Kay, your program is actually working. Okay, your program is actually working successfully or compiled successfully. Kani abot man ta direct. But if you're going to add here, let's say 150, okay, so nanay error. This is a runtime error. Okay, an error that occurred during program execution. Okay, so kana. So that is how you're going to let the user enter information, okay, in your program. Okay, since we are utilizing here double information. So identifiers. Now an identifier mao ning katong mga ngalan nga atong gigamit. First thing we used is kadtong in this chapter kaning mga variable. Okay? So an identifier is a sequence of characters that consist of letters, digits, underscores, and dollar signs. So pwede ito magamit as a name. Okay? Kung sa dula pa, murag inyong username or inyong in-game name, nga na. It is used as an identifier. Now, an identifier na yung mga rules to be followed. An identifier must start with a letter, an underscore, or a dollar sign, but it cannot start with a digit. So, an identifier cannot be a reserved word. Remember what reserved words are, okay? These are specific words used by Java specifically for a program. And you could not use this as your personalized identifier. Katsaday na identifier is kamoy magbuot. Okay? So kanang we could decide to name the variable radius, okay? To have its name nga radius, or you could have it R, you could have it R1, so on. Now, an identifier cannot be named true, false, or null. This is actually the actual name. So dili pwede nga ngalan sa inyong identifier is true, false, or null. Okay? Since it is considered as a reserved word. Now, an identifier can be of any length, but, okay, do not abuse this, okay? Make your identifier as short, as concise as possible, okay? Kana. So, kani. So, as you get to see here, okay, compute the first variable, kana. Now, what have you noticed here, okay? Going back to identifiers lang sa before we discuss this is actually another topic kaning variables. If we want, let's say, sir, gusto na ko nga mas specific since we are dealing with area of a circle, what if I'm going to name this area of circle? Okay, pwede. Okay, pwede na siya. So let's try and compute this. Okay, so na error. Okay, unsa may error ani? Error cannot find symbol area. Okay, unsa may area nga symbol dere, okay? That is actually, okay, this part here. Now, since you've changed, how would you declare the name of the identifier of your variable? Okay, magilahi niyang ngalan. Of course, di na mailan sa RAM or sa memory nga. This is not the same as this. So, dapat, inyuhan nang masubay gyud sa iyong program kung maggamit mo ang variable or mag-update mo ng variable, okay, dapat parehas, okay, of circle. So, remember one convention that we have discussed, actually we have used identifiers as part of katong mga class name. If you're going to use a class name, diba, sa atong discussion nga daghan nga words, you need to merge that into one word and you need to capitalize the following first letter of the following words. Okay? Okay? So, or the first letter of the following words. So, capital lang O, capital lang C para mas mabasa na to. Okay? If you're going to execute this, okay? So, now it goes past that error and expectedly, if I'm going to enter a number there, it will display the result. But tingala mo dugay, this is actually dependent on your internet connection. Remember, this is online. Okay, so kana. So, di na ito nahuwatan siguro. Kana yung variables. Now, variables, by the name suggests, okay, it is a variables is a container, but not all containers are variables. Containers here, what I mean is containers of data. Variables are named as such since this container could vary its value, okay, at any given point of the program. If you'll notice here, okay, we have the radius assigned, yung first nga value is 1.0. Okay, here, iyang second value is 2.0. Now, you'd expect this to have a different output here. Lahi ang output dere kaysa dere. Nga naman, kaysa dere nga stage sa inyong program, ang value sa radius yang ginagamit is 1.0. Okay? But at this stage, okay, iyahang murag kibaligi overwrite or iyang gi-update ang values itong radius. So if you're going to perform that computation again, okay, ingana lahi na iyang output. So let's try doing that. Okay? So variables are capable of changing the value of its data as part of its program execution. Okay, so na-render na siyang output. So let's say, let's comment this out. Now, in order for you, kung hasulan mo nga yung ani nga, you notice every line atong i-comment, we are going to use this. If you want to comment blocks of codes or multiple statements, okay, or a block of code, what you can do is ingani. Okay, instead of double slash, you could write forward slash asterisk asterisk. Okay, then kung asa ta mahuman, mao na diha tama ng ato ang comment block. So dapat inyo nang, you should be very careful of this, kay if para sa ato kanina, if di niyo na i-close, what will happen is ma-comment na tanan nga area, na tanan nga code. Okay, in order for you to close that, okay, and this is why it's called a comment block. Okay, this signifies a block of comment. Okay, so let's say we have double, I don't know, we could simply declare this double radius. Okay, then in this part, I'll explain later why I'm doing this. Radius is equal to 1.0. Okay, if you're going to copy this, ito na lang po ni apilon. Area of circle. Area of circle is double. Ito ang i-declare. Itong separate na ito ang declaration sa computation. This is a better practice. Okay? So, radius is 1. Kana. If we're going to make this run, okay, this will not cause an error. Or this will run. Okay? Ano? Okay. I forgot. Kana. Okay, semicolon. You see, okay, na mga gagmay nga mga characters nga if malimtan ninyo, okay, it will cause an error. Okay, very common. Do not be frustrated with that. As long as you acknowledge that is the error, okay, just simply correct it. Okay, 3.14 sa sakto. What if I'm going to change this or going to copy this, okay, similar to what we have in our slide, diba? So, imo na tong 2. What will happen is it will not cause an error, okay? But it will update the value of radius, okay, to 2. Then perform it in another computation, lahi nag-output. Going to have it like this. So, as you can see, okay, lahi na update. Now, what will happen if ngani? Okay, if I'm going to omit this, ako aning A, black na lang. So, ana, double, then kani, double. Kibari, copy-paste sa ninyo diretso ba? Ano, not that. Kani. Double. Okay, so this will cause a compile error. Ano man? Now let's wait. Okay, so get to see. Okay, you could not redeclare an already declared variable. Okay, so a thing to note: one way of avoiding this is, okay, either you erase, you need not use the same, or you need not redeclare that on the second usage. Okay, so this will not cause an error. Okay, as you can see, kay gi-declare naman siya dere, you need not, or you should not declare that, redeclare that here. Or a much better way is kanto ang ihimo nga separate na lang ang declaration. Okay, as you go along learning with programming, ma-realize ninyo ni nga mga practice, okay, and you get to encounter this kung say mas maayo himuon. Okay, so kana. So maoning nature sa variable, it is a container that could vary its value at any given point of our program. So declaring variables, okay. Remember, there are two parts as I've cited, okay. Naatay ginatawag nga data type and naatay ginatawag nga identifier sa tong variable. Okay? So in this part, okay, we are declaring a variable having an identifier of x with data type of int. So meaning int, maoning ato ang ginatawag nga whole number. This is one data type that handles whole number, integer. So declare x to be an integer variable. So ganipod, okay, we have used this na. We have a variable declaration having an identifier radius og ang data type is double. Okay? Then char. So we'll get to know more about different types of data later. Okay? Assignment statements, these are used, okay? These are used to assign. Okay? But so may assignment kita bo. You are actually passing one value to another. Okay? Or you are providing value to another. Here you are assigning the value 1 to x. Okay? This is the same type of data here. Okay? So here we are assigning the value of our double radius. Okay, with 1. Then our character with character A with the value of this character big letter A. So, kana. So, as you've noticed kanina, you could have separate declaration and assignment, or pwede nyo na iusa. Okay? Depende na sa type of program. Okay? But if you're going to use that variable multiple times or multiple statements, okay, in your program, I highly suggest you separate. Para sa itong gihimo kanina. Okay? Nga ako ang separate to dire. Okay? Name constants. Unsa ni constants? Okay? Constants, this is another container that is opposite to what a variable is. Okay? Still a container. So ibot pa sa butana. Constants, these are containers that holds value that do not change. Okay? So naman tayo mga certain, let's say, part of our program that dapat ka na nga value di gid mabag-o. Okay? An example of that actually is our pi. Okay? Ideally, you should declare your constant, your pi as a constant. Kaya di man gid na mabago ang pi. You could not have a pi nga 4, you could not have a value of pi nga 8. Okay? Fix gina siya. Okay, in an acceptable value. So 3.1459, that is an acceptable value of a pi, which is a constant value. How are you going to declare that? Okay, to separate it from, to identify that that container is a constant, okay, you need to write the word final before the data type. Okay, ang nadugang raani is kani, and also as part of a convention, dapat ang ngalan niya is capitalized. Para sa ato ang pag-scan sa ato ang program, makita gid nato nga ay constant na siya kay iyahang name is capital tanan. Okay, this is a convention. Okay. So let's try updating our our program kanina to utilize constants. Okay, so ato aning let's omit this. Ito na lang ning, let's rearrange this. Ideally, ang kanang inyong mga variable declaration na sa babaw. Okay? Babaw sa inyong main method. Okay? Not necessarily ang pinakataas, but sa babaw nga portion, as long as you are declaring that before using it. Okay? So ato aning i-uncomment. Na. So area for circle kana. Well, let's try this first if it's working correctly before we change this. Radius, okay. Wala ba? Radius is already defined. Okay. So, kana. So dapat makasabot pod mo sa inyong dili kay nag-error murag kaala lang sa imo on. Okay? Dapat niya pong basahon pod. Okay? So may pulos ani. Okay, na siya mura guide in order for you to know what the problem is. Taasan ni tanawon if mugana siya. Enter number of radius, let's say I have 20. Okay, so it's working as it should. So how do we use constant? Okay, since we decided that it should be constant, so what we could do is, okay, we write the word final double. Okay, since pi is actually a double value, okay, or is a decimal value, then ang ato ang identifier or the name of our constant should be capital tanan. So pi, okay, is equal to 3.14159. Okay, so since we have that, atuan na ning ilisan, we're going to use this identifier here, pi. If we're going to execute this will behave the same, but this is more or less a more correct program. Okay, mas efficient siya, mas sakto ang ato ang gigamit nga solution. Okay, as you could see, there are multiple solutions to a problem. Okay, for now we could be satisfied nga mugana siya, but later on, okay, we need to have a practice, we need to have a good practice, programming practice, that as much as possible we're going to use an efficient answer solution. Okay, probably not the most efficient, but to our level efficient enough. Okay, so kana, what if I'm going to make this lowercase? Okay, ayan to ang nilayon. Well, the thing here is, okay, it will still work, no problem. Okay, but as what I've said, a convention is an agreed upon, let's say, idea that is followed across different programmers around the world. Okay, para mas dali na to na makita nga constant. Unsa day problema, sir, if maglahi ta? What if I'm going to change, let's say at some point of our program, di ba kanina pwede man nga ato ang radius is, let's say, let's try this. Okay, radius is equals to, we have already tried that. Pi is equal to, let's say lahat na itong value sa pi. Muna ito nga, gusto na ko nga pi ng 4.1556. Okay, sa radius pwede na eh. Okay, we have tried that earlier. Okay, so if we're going to make this, if we're going to execute, so nahitabo ani, okay, natay value there is a pi initially declared here 3.14. One point in our program, ato ang i-update ang value sa pi. So ang basihan ani, ang value ani nga pi, dili na magbase supposedly dere, but dere na. But what will happen is, okay, since we declare that container as a final or a constant value, then it will give you this compile error. You cannot assign a value to final pi. This is actually preventing, okay, if let's say mahitabo mo gani nga, let's say daghag trabaho ani nga program, okay, nay uban nga magbuot-buot og value ana, okay, one way to secure or to really enforce a certain value to be fixed is using this keyword here. Okay, essentially ang nalahi ra gyud ana sa variable is kana nga keyword final. Okay, if ang atoan ng kwaon, what will happen is this will become a variable, okay, which could have a value nga pwede mabago-bago at any point sa ato ang program. So if ato nang execute, okay, mawala na nga error, okay, but it will give you a logic error. Okay, so dili na dapat mao ang output. Okay, so kana, so to correct that, kana, then should not update that. Okay, so that is the difference between a constant and a variable. Both are containers but behave differently or functions differently. So naming conventions, okay, choose meaningful and descriptive names, okay, makes sense. Variables and method names, you use lowercase. Okay, if the name consists of several words concatenate all in one, use lowercase for the first word, and capitalize the first letter of each subsequent word in the name. So katong demonstrate kanina sa area of circle. Gamay ang first letter sa first word, but the following first letters of the following words, okay, are capitalized. Okay, so that is for variables and method names. For now, we are only using one method actually, kaning main method, and you get to see here small letter na siya. So sa class name, okay, capitalize the first letter of each word, then for each word in the name, okay. So in this case, compute area, you'll notice kana. So very similar sa to ang previous naming convention, but since we are dealing with class, kana. Constants, okay, capitalize all letters in constant. Now, in order for you to identify different words, okay, you need to use an underscore. Okay, if inyo hapon nang, di ba, it doesn't really separate the words, okay, if inyo nang i-capital tanan. Okay, so you need to have this underscore. Murag mao na separator nila. So, for example, if we have a constant, we'd have with an identifier ng max value, okay, dapat na siya, if this is 2 words, or this is actually 2 words, so dapat na siya underscore. So, numerical data type. So, mao niya itong gingon kanina, nga unsay klase-klase nga type of data. We need to use the correct type of data when we are going to create programs. Okay? Kaya even though nga, let's say, sakto na ang ato ang formula, but we use data types erroneously, it will definitely create an error, a logic error at least. Okay, so unsa man ni mga data types, nasa range kibali nasa murag unsa nga mga number ang pwede niya i-accept. Okay, this is commonly used with variable declaration. Okay, the data types. So kanay ang byte is actually an integer, is a whole number that accepts this range of value, okay, which is enclosed here, kunong actual values na gyud, negative 128 to 127. Okay, so mora na yung range nga ma-accept. Of course, we could also accept negative values as a whole number, but if gi-declare to na nga byte, okay, dili na siya pwede manglapas sa, let's say we could not use negative 129, dapat 128 rin tama, or we could not exceed 127. Okay, if mag 128 na siya, mag overflow na siya or mag error. Okay, so as a demonstration, let's say ito na lang isang, let's create a new okay, let's say sample byte. Okay, so how do we declare? So data type, name of our identifier, then in this case gusto i-assign out diretso, okay, to make our program short. So byte x is equal to, let's say 100. Okay, sulod na siya sa range. Okay, ang range man niya is negative 128 to 127. So if I'm going to display this, okay, so system dot out dot print ln, okay, x. So if I'm going to execute this, okay, 100 display siya, working as it should. But if I'm going to change this to 200, which is well beyond the range sa ato ang byte, okay, okay, so as you can see, incompatible, nasa error, incompatible types, okay, possible loss, lossy conversion from into byte. Ang nahitabo ani is, okay, you are trying, even though it's a whole number, okay, but it cannot handle the amount of data. Mura na og nagbutang kag usa ka litro nga coke sa usa ka baso, yabog yun na ang uban ana. Okay, so mas problema kung magbutang tag daghan sa gamay. Okay? So this is the reason why if you're accepting information nga mas dako sa 1 to 7, okay, you need to have another type of data if you are dealing with whole numbers. Next is short. Okay? By the way, kanang 8-bit sign. Okay? Sabot pasabot aning storage size. Okay? When you are declaring, okay, or when you are introducing a variable having a certain type of data, iyahan ang i-reserve ang maximum number of range niya. Okay? Sabot pasabot ana. Okay? So let's say, going back to our example. So mabutang taog 100. Sa atong RAM ana, okay, ang iyang gi-store ana equivalent nga storage, okay, is ang entero nga range sa iyang value. Okay? So, ang range anang negative 128 to 127 is 8-bit. Okay? 8-bit sign. Okay? Sign here refers to appeal ang sign. Appeal ni nga gi-store. But anyway, 8-bit lang. So, kibalik, iyahang gi-store diha is 8-bit worth of storage. Meaning, ana, iyahang mura na kung adto kag nag-adto kag usa ka kananan. Let's say na amoy gipa-reserve nga lugar usa ka kananan nga 10 ka tao worth of accommodation. Okay? But ang nag-add to lang is duha. Okay? Ikaw lang o imong amigo, ang 8 Indian. Wala nang pakita. Ang inyong gi-occupy ana is ang entero nga 10 seats. Okay? So dili na magamit sa uban, inyo nang gipa-reserve, and of course as a policy ana nga kananan, kay inyo ha ginagamiton. Imo na inyong gibayran. Okay? So kana. So that is the logic. Now why do I need to learn this? Okay? Kung when we're declaring variables. Importante na siya kay you should be mindful on how you're going to allocate your data. Kay kana nga tong storage size sa tong RAM, limited RAM na siya. 'Di ba? Remember during sa discussion sa tong memory, if daghan na kay sulod ang memory, okay, posible nga mo hinay, okay, or not possibly, it will definitely degrade the performance of your computer. So you might be saying, sir, basic RAM man nga program, diha man na magsugod. What if you're going to create a program nga RAM extensive or daghan kay siya og gina store sa RAM? So diha nato makita ang effect sa efficiency sa tong program. Okay? So just so you know, na siya. But again, for now, we'll be using commonly used data type nga safe ang yang range nga dili ra pod ingon dako and dili pod ka ingon nga gamay. Mas importante ani nga maiguan. Okay? Nga ma-accommodate na ato ang data. Okay? So natay byte short, okay, is another whole number which has an improved range. Okay? And of course, a larger storage size. Int, mao nitong common ginagamit. Okay? So from this number to that number, mao na iyang range. So 32-bit signed. Long, okay? Again, whole number much larger than int. So kana. So you'll notice gadako gid siya. But I think most of our computation that deals with whole numbers int. Occasionally we may use long, but most of the time int na siya. How about values that are non-whole numbers or kanang mga naay mga fractional part? So basically ang ato ang numbers mora man na whole number o non-whole numbers. Oops. So we have float and double. So kaning float, okay, it has a range. We use this for decimal computations with decimal values. What we get to see here, there na ko na isulti kung saan nakataas, but definitely double has a larger range than that of our float. But you get to see float and double mas kuan siya. It really depends on the requirement of our problem if mas ideal ba ang float or double. So you get to see float and double used equally. Or not equal in treatment, but ang frequency nila makita na itong na-float nga uban, napoy double nga uban nga computation. In contrast, aning whole number nga kasagara magamit na to is int sa occasionally long. Yan, so mana kung buot pasabot. So reading numbers from the keyboard. So earlier we have used next double. Now depende kung unsay classes sa inyong data type, you need to be mindful of the method. Ito itong sumpay sa dot sa after sa input kanin dere. Okay? You need to be mindful unsay isulat diha. Okay? If you are using an int data type for a variable having an identifier of value, dapat next int na siya. Okay? So that is true across different types of data. So kung byte, next byte, short, next short, again, dapat capitalized na diha. Okay? Int, next int, long, and so on. Okay? So let's say, if you're going to create a program that will ask for your age, so let's say, let's skip this sample na lang. Akan you might notice karon, okay, I've made an error that violates the convention. Di ba nagamit ko sample so to, sample byte? Clearly this is not the correct convention in naming a class, but it worked nevertheless. Okay? Now again, that is a bad practice in my part. Okay? Kay dapat capital na siya. Okay? Later on, when you are going to create programs that deals with multiple number of classes, multiple number of methods, okay, lisod ninyo na i-track down. So, I'm going to correct this. Okay? I'm going to change that to capital. So, let's say, na. So, let's say we have, int na lang. Okay? If you're dealing with numbers, most likely I'll be using int, whole numbers, I mean. So, let's say age. Int age. So, kana. Ito lang i-declare since I have na ito may bawaan ang iyang value by user input. Okay? So, unsa gani kinahanglan? If you want to have a user input in your program, we need first, okay, to import, okay, a certain class. Import java.util.scanner. Okay, then we could use this. Me personally, I always write the scanner object sa pinakataas above the variables. But you could write it here, okay, as long as you declare that murag po ni siya og variable ang ato ang scanner nga object. You need to declare that, or we need to introduce that to our memory for it to be used. So in order for you to introduce that to our memory, okay, scanner input is equals to new scanner system.in. Okay, so mangayo ta sa age. So tay age diha. So di na mo tag comment ha, kay basic naman nga to ang program. So int age. So system, when you are going to ask for the user for a certain input, it is important nga kabalo siya unsa iyahang i-provide. Kay if inyo rang ibutang ana is, let's say, age is equals to input.next sa matong gigamit dere, this is int, so that's why I'm going to use int. Okay, if ing ana lang na makita sa to ang user is ingani actually nag-execute na ni siya. Okay, gahuwat na siya user input. Okay, so wala tayo unsa may ginahimo ani, kay what is it waiting for? Okay, in this case mura nagaingon, mura nag-hang na ni. This is not actually hanging. Okay, yan na nag-execute. So we need to have something like this, a prompt. System.out.print, kani ang using print. Please enter your age. Okay? So, pag humanyag enter, system.out.print, very simple. Ingon lang siya, thank you. Thank you. So ato na execute. Kana. Please enter your age. So mubutang tag 18, okay? Next step, nga na. Very simple, murag nonsense gibal, murag nonsense nga program, but this is just to showcase how you correctly accepted the user input. Okay? So what if kani ato ang ibutang is dili siya, let's say next double. I think this will work. Ano? Let's check. No, it doesn't. Okay? Nahitabo ani is, okay, you used incompatible types between the declared data type and the method you have used here. Okay, so maning common nga error. So you should be mindful of that. Okay? So pwede kanina nga butangan to. Thank you. You are age years old. So stating the obvious. So 18. Thank you. You are, oops, should not. Thank you. You are, sakto, years old. Okay? So kana. Okay, let's have a much useful program na lang. Okay, let's say we are going to compute or specify the year kanus ana siya na anak. Okay, approximately. So let's say we have int year now. Okay, int year now, then int year born. Sa may gusto na ko mahitabo ani. Okay? Gusto na ko mahitabo nga year now, we could have it 2020 karon. Gusto na ko ma-compute ni. Okay? So in order for you to compute ang year born siya, okay, or birth year, ito na lang birth year. Ano na lang, okay, to make it consistent. Again, you could use it, you could name it any way you want as long as it is descriptive. So, pwede gani birth year, nga na. So, we could compute, okay, diba nga yung age, then we could have birth year is equal sa unsa may computation ana, okay, that is 2020 minus age. So, ang result ana is mao nang ato ang birth year. You are born in the year ana plus birth year. Let's try. So if you're 18 years old now, then you are born in the year 2002. So a much more practical ng application. Okay? So we're going to so enter your age. Let's say if 30 years old na ka, so 1990 ka na anak. Okay? Para di na ka magbali, you want to have this program para dali na ito mahibawaan ng age. Okay? So kana. Ang year, I mean. Okay? So kana. Sa paman ato ang gusto makita dere ane. Okay, what if I'm going to enter a non-integer value sa ato ang dere sa age naman ta maka user input. So let's say 19.5. Okay, so nanay error, input mismatch, so dili na sayop. Okay, you are trying to accept data that is not handled by this method, which is it expects you to have an integer value only. Okay, so kana. So I guess this is enough for this example. So kani dere. Okay, another thing, okay? What if nasayop mo? Let's say, sir, ngano kinahalan ko pa man na inganaon? What if atuan na ng ibutang diha? Birth year. Okay? So what will happen is ingani, when the program reaches this step, it will give us a logic error. So okay pa dire. Okay, let's say 31. So you're born in the year, kung unsay yung gigamit nga variable name mo, ano yung magpakita diha. So that is the problem here. Okay, so you should be mindful if you want to display, in this case you really do, to display the value of our variable here, you need to have it separated in your string here. Okay, ana. Okay, oops, kana. So numeric operator. So far we have been using, I think we have used nakagamit naman taguban kaning katong sa temperature. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, okay, these are the different numeric operators. Ang common nga numeric operators nga to ang ginagamit, especially sa to ang elementary nga math, is kaning addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so ang character nga imong gamiton ana sa to ang program is, for addition we need to have the plus symbol, subtraction, minus, multiplication, again it should not be x since that would be treated as the letter x. So ana, asterisk, division ana. Okay, this is actually what we call a modulo or a remainder operator. So this will actually get the remainder portion of the division. So we'll demonstrate that later. Okay, so let's try doing this. So yeah, let's omit this para dili kay daghan natong makita. Oops, nagkulang taog. So okay, so system, I don't know, let's say int x is equals to 4, int y is equals to 5. Okay, so we have two variables here, namely x and y. So for addition, okay, so let's have int sum is equal to x plus y. So system.out.print ln x plus y is equal to, saman, ito ibutan dere, plus sum. Okay, very basic. So let's execute it. Ito na lang ipakita ang value sa x. Okay, we're going to write, I don't know, let's have it this way. X plus x isa, kaya i-rewrite para di kayo mo maglibog. Y, tanaw na to if dili mo malibog ani ingani nga pagsulat. Okay, x plus y is equal to sum. Okay, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Unsa may libog tanaw, no? Kaya libog tanaw kaya daghang plus. Wow. Fortunately na color. Okay, what happened here is, instead of writing kato kanina x plus y lang, which doesn't help kay wa ta kabalo unsay x ug y, okay, then ato lang gi-result ang 9. Okay, what we can do to improve that is ato ipakita ang value sa x. and sa y. But in order for you to do that, dapat outside siya aning mga non-numeric or kaning mga strings nga mga literal. Okay, we'll talk more about literal later, but these are the string parts of your printout here. Okay, nga fix ang iyahang i-display. Perminti gyud na nga naay kana. Okay, so nahitabo dere is gi-add ninyo ang x dere, gi-add po niyo ang y, and in order for you to merge the strings, mura man lahi ni nga part. This is the second part, this is the third part, this is the fourth part, then this is our fifth part para masumpay na siya, inganiyon na siya, inganiyon nimo. Okay, para ang yung output is readable and meaningful. So why problema sa tawang int, sa tawang kuan addition. How about subtraction? So, int, expected man na nga, if we add or subtract whole numbers, output na is whole number gyud. So, int, say tawag sa kuan, difference. Int difference is equal to x minus y. Okay, so system.out.print ln. So, sa amata na, we are going to replicate it, but now we are going to use the minus symbol. So, ang malahi lang ana is ang second nga part. Okay, so x plus minus, okay, y plus is equal. I highly suggest inyo hagyaning i-encode kay if inyo na ning mata-matahon once you are going to encode this nga wala niyo gisulayan, tingala gyud mo, maglisod gyud mo ana og sumpay-sumpay. Okay, so we're going to use difference here. I'm going to execute. So 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 minus 5 is equal to minus 1, which is so far correct. So how about multiplication? Okay. So int, if we multiply two whole numbers, it will always come out, it will always result to a whole number. Okay, why am I emphasizing this? We'll get to see that later when we are going to perform division. Okay, so int product is equal to x, unsa gani operator sa to ang multiplication, that is asterisk. So system.out.print ln, okay, x combined to ano na ning asterisk, then y is equal to, of course we're going to use product. So if we're going to execute that, expected we have the value 20. So sa to ang division, so division, so let's say int. Now actually, when you're going to perform division, it's not always the case nga two whole numbers, we're going to divide that whole number gyapon resulta. Okay, most likely, especially if you're dealing with odd numbers, okay, na gyud na fractional part. Okay, so let's say, okay sir, so kay dili man siya int, pwede ta magamit og double. Okay, since we're dealing with a small number, okay ring double. So let's say double quotient is equal to x, sa may operator sa to ang division, that is slash forward slash, okay, then print ln x divided by y is equal to, coba gamit dari quotient. Okay, so let's see. Is it the correct answer? I think it's not. So let's open a calculator here. Sir, gidouble naman na to. Ngano di man gyapon niya na makuha. 4 divided by 5 should be 0.8. It's not 0, 0. Siguro, sir, 8 man na, basig nalipat lang ka. So let's say 8 divided 8 of 3. Okay? So we're going to execute that. Okay, so 8 plus 3 is 11, correct. 8 minus 3 is 5, correct. 8 times 3 is 24, correct. 8 divided by 3 is not 2.0, okay. Even though nga na siya decimal part, but essentially ang iyang output is whole number, which is 2. Okay, if we're going to perform this, 8 divided by 3, so dapat 2.6667. Okay, asa naman ang decimal portion? This is the problem with this is a logic error, obviously. Okay, the problem here is you are actually using two integer values here. Okay, remember, operation between two integer values, okay, will always yield an integer value. So mao nang kinayana, mao nang problem ani. Okay, so siguro sa ato ang so far as we know it nga, why is this a problem? Okay, this is the mechanics of Java. Okay, and I think some programming languages also have this mechanic. Okay, nga if you are dealing with two whole numbers, okay, in this case int type of data, kung unsay computation inyong gihimo ana, it will essentially come out with a value of a whole number, even though may 0.0 diha, but ang iyahang face value na, or iyahang actual value, numeric value is 2. Okay, so this is actually what happened here. No, it doesn't, it didn't really reflect it here. So naay problema. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is naay problema dire. Unsay solution? What would be the solution? One solution is, okay, we're going to force one, okay, we're going to force one of this operand to be a double value. Okay, so let's say we want to maintain nga 8 na siya, yan numeric value, but double ang iyang type, so 8.0. Now you could not do that without changing this. Okay, fatuan na himuon, well, let's see. Okay, so na error, incompatible types. Okay, you are trying to store this even though ang iyang actual value is 8, but this is actually presented in a decimal format, di niya na ma-contain diha. Okay, muawas na siya sa kibali. So ato na himuon og double. Now what will happen here is, okay, kani. Okay, so nanay mga problems nga tong ka-encounter, di ba? Nga saan ta man nga ingato man tang giingon ni sir. So what happened here, since one of the operand is already double, okay, Java will actually let you perform operation between double and int. But since all the results here are stored in an integer format, so dili na maiguan, kay pares nga error ganiha, dapat himuon na pod nato ni nga double. Okay, so medyo time consuming, di ba? So kana, so let's try. This is okay. Okay, so okay, sakto na. Okay, nanatay 8 plus 3 is 11, 8 minus 3 is 5. So what have you noticed? Sakto na po dire. 8 divided by 3 is 2.66 and so on. Okay? What have you noticed? You've noticed nga nalahi na ang, of course, nalahi ng format kay double naman ang iyahang data type dire. Kasi nga na. So ang iyang value, even though these are essentially whole numbers in numeric value, but iyang format is double na. Okay? That is done para dili na logic error dire. Or one way of doing this is you cast. Okay, I've mentioned earlier as part of the objectives aning chapter is you cast. Casting we'll discuss more into details later. But when you cast, you're going to cast mas gamay imong editan. Diri ra imong editan. So if you're going to undo this na in order for me to cast, di ba, ang kinahanglan lang okay? Ang kinahanglan lang is, you've noticed, pwede, okay? Operations between int and double is actually allowed. Ang inyo lang timanan is, dapat the final container that you're going to contain it with should accommodate the larger type of data, which in this case, double. Okay? So, walay kaso dari kay int man permitted, diri na problema, and if you're going to perform this, okay, na siya logic error, tas it will not store the decimal portion. What you can do is, okay, you cast one thing you can do is you write double ana. So kani mo gisumpay sa usa, you can do this to one or you can do this to both. Okay, it doesn't matter in this example. Okay, so di ba kani 0? If we're going to execute this, so sakto na retain ang format, okay, except the rate. Okay, if I'm going to do that here, so it will actually be the same. Parehas ra. Of course, if you i-double ang duha kana. Okay, what happened here, casting, by the way, as just an overview, okay, or a brief introduction to casting, is it will temporarily convert this variable to whatever type is enclosed in this parenthesis. So murag inyo hang gi-convert temporarily para lang aning computation na instead of integer siya, i-treat siya nga double. Okay? So kana. So continuing here, so mao ni actually naday diri 5 divided by 2 yields integer 2. Nga naman, since again you are performing operation between two integer value. Okay? In order for you to solve that, you need to have at least one value to be of double data type. Okay? So matong ipakita kanina. Okay? Now, modulo operator is used to get the remainder portion of the division. Okay, so ibot pasabot ana. Okay, going back to our example here. Okay, so here 8 divided by 3. Kung sa elementary pa ta, wala pa ta gitudloan o decimal, di ba? Ang ditudlo sa to is ang 8 divided by 3, that is 2 remainder, pila may wala na apil sa division ana, 2 remainder 2. Okay? So, di ba? Kansa may kuha na kay taman raman 6 ang ma-divide sa 3 and ikapila man na-divide ang 3 na ikaduha. So, that is 2, and ang remainder nga wala na apil sa kwintada kay dili na enough to be divided by 3 is 2 ang nabilin. Okay? So, in order for you to display the remainder portion of that division, you need to use the modulo operator. The modulo is actually a whole number. Okay? Kanang remainder 2. Whole number yun na ang remainder. So, let's have int rem. Okay? Dari na lang. So, remainder. Okay. So int rem is x. Okay, instead of writing this kaning forward slash, you're going to use the percentage, okay, operator. So system.out.println. So layon lang na to ang words dire. X, the remainder of x divided by y is rem. Yung maturing, sir, ano forward slash yung gamit niya, okay? We need, since modulo is used to get the remainder portion of a division, okay, it is essentially the different part of the result of a division. Okay, instead of getting the actual quotient, ang katulang remainder, ang nabilin lang, wala na divide ng whole number ang atong kwaon. Okay? Or if you want, para di kay libog, ito na lang i-retain x. Basta ang pasabot anang modulo or say nga na to, remainder. Okay, amo yung ngalan meaning ani, but ang tawag ani actually nga operator is modulus or modulo operator, that is spelled as, okay, modulo, okay, or modulus. So x modulo y is equal to rem. Kana. We're going to execute this. You get to see, okay? Wala na inaon sa, okay? This is treated the same. Okay? Yung met ring, sir, ngano diri wala man siya nag decimal format. Again, this is just a temporary conversion. Murag diha lang na siya gi-convert ani nga step. Okay? Sa diri na wala na siya i-convert. As is na siya balik diri. Okay, but anyway, this is modulo. 8 divided 3 is 2. Now, how about we're going to perform computation? This modulo is tied, okay, tied together with division, di ba? Nga if you are dealing with the value of a remainder depends if even siya or odd, or ang result sa division is whole number or not. So let's say himo na to nig 4. So 8 divided by 4, that is, kung sa una pa, bata pa ta, that is 2, okay, remainder 0. So expect nga ang mabutang diri is 0. Okay, so which is correct. So 8 plus 4 is 12, 8 minus 4 is 4, 8 times 4 is 32, 8 divided by 4 is 2.0, since we have casted this to double. Then the remainder portion of our division is 0. Okay, since 8 divided by 4 has no remainder. So remainder operator, you might say, sir, so may pulusan na nga ato aman nang dapat timanan. Okay, it's very useful. One use case for this is how do you check if number is odd or even. So importante ang modulo ana. Okay? So we'll get to do that type of program when we talk about conditional statement. Okay? So, thing to note, calculation involving floating point numbers are approximated because these numbers are not stored with complete accuracy. Okay? So, for example, having this statement will yield this number, not kana. So, the repod, so it will display not 0.1. Okay, so integers are stored precisely. Therefore, calculation with integers yields a precise integer result. Morning nahitabo actually kanina. Okay, since when you are dealing with integers, okay, it would be stored precisely as an integer. Exponent operation, if you've noticed, exponents are a common operator, especially sa high school, sa college, okay? But you could not actually use this operator, okay? Let's say exponent. So I think when you are going to raise a power of a whole number gina siya. So let's say exp, we do not have an exponent operator nga ingani. This will cause a syntax error kay wala ingana nga operator in Java. Some programming languages do, but Java lahi ilahang pagkuha sa exponent. Okay? So ako lang ning replicate ng statement equal to exp. So this will cause an error. Okay? Kay wala ni nga operator sa tuang Java. But in order for you to do that, okay, pwede ta manghulam, okay, sa math class natay nasay mga methods or functions there called the POW. Okay, it's easy to use. Okay, you need only to write math.pow, then ang first nga part here within the parenthesis separated by a comma mo ni ang base, mo ni ang power. Okay, so it would actually display in a double format, so we need to have it displayed in double. So that should be math.pow. Okay, sakto, capital dapat. Math.pow, let's say x to the power of y. So we're going to execute this. Why is it an error? Okay. Kulag plus. Okay, so kana. But let's try. Let's prove kung wala ang x, y. So 8 to the power of 4 is definitely not 12. So even though it compiled successfully, it ran successfully, but na siya logic error. Okay, so lahi ihang treatment aning kani. Okay, murag nahitabo nga plus, di ba? 8 plus 4 is 12. So lahi. Okay, in order for you to get the correct answer, math.pow. Okay, let's try having it integer. I think there's no problem. Let's try x, y. Execute. Okay. So dapat double yun. So it should be double. So as you can see, you could not always be assured of the data type, especially if you are just borrowing it from. There is actually a class that have the solution or have the actual computation, but kanilang is murag gitawag na to diretso. Similar to how we have functions in Excel. Okay, ngani gihapon. I hope you are knowledgeable with functions sa Excel. But anyway, this is the common mathematical operations with Java, or you could use with Java. Well, let's double check. 8 to the power of 4. Nabatay to the power dere? Wala. Well, let's have it in Google. 8, 4. So 4096. As you could see, okay, automatic ra na diha sa Google. 4096 I'm going to check it here, 1496. It's correct. Okay, so siguro I'll end this discussion for now. Remainder, exponent. Okay, so, sige. I'll end the discussion for now sa exponent. So, next part of the video, we'll discuss starting from number literals. And hopefully, matiwas na nato ang entero nga chapter. Okay, so I'll end the discussion here. I'll try to follow this up with the second part as soon as possible. Okay, so I hope you are practicing. I would really appreciate if you are supplementing your knowledge by performing research, siguro sa YouTube or viewing tutorials. Okay, so I'll be posting later on activities and assignments that is related to what we have discussed so far. So keep yourself posted for that. So kana lang, see you on the next part of this chapter. Again, if you have questions, okay, feel free to comment in this stream, okay, or sa YouTube section, or comment section sa YouTube. So pwede po dito, or you could message me sa ang group chat if na problema. Okay? So kana lang, see you next video.